and welcome. This is the No Name Podcast once again coming to you from our little homes in Washington and in Jonathan
EP.
EP El Paso, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And again, my name is Bruce Pineda, and this
Um,
is
Jonathan.
Jonathan Franco.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say soon to be, but your last name won't change at all, so that doesn't make sense. I know. Sorry.
Oh, gotta say the
um,
same.
Anyways, yeah. So this is the No Name Podcast, and we are on season one, episode number 4. This is number 4, right? Yeah. So we're on episode number 4,
Mm-hmm.
and today we're kind of just kickstarting it, just right where we left off our last podcast, where we're just asking each other questions. I think that was really interesting. We got a lot of insight, and people seem to have enjoyed that. So I think might as well just carry that forward and see where it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's we're gonna get started. So. Jonathan, first, just how was your day? How was your day?
My day, it was pretty good. It was really cold today. Really
Yeah.
cold.
How
It was
cold?
freezing. So I don't even cold to where I gotta wear my fluffy jacket.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
get you. Mhm.
so yeah, I was at school. Um,
Yeah,
tested. Took
tested.
2 tests
How did
today.
that go? How did that go? Tell 'em about it.
Um, My first one, I think that one did a lot better. I mean, even though I had like one mistake,
Uh huh.
but I mean, after that, I was like doing everything correct.
Yeah.
And then the next test was for my amalgam. You know what that is, right? Remember we were talking about
Okay.
amalgam, the
Yep.
amalgam fillings at
Uh
Silver.
huh. And for those who don't know, Jonathan's talking about he's in a program for a dental assistant,
hmm
and that's what he's in college, and so that's what we're talking about here. Okay,
So,
go ahead.
um, so where that was a test was to basically get it ready, get your amalgam,
Yeah.
put it into the thingy,
Hmm.
pack it into the amalgam carrier. Do you
Yeah.
remember when you got your amalgam filling done? Do you remember or
Um,
not?
so like with the cavity, and then they pour
Yeah,
the
like
stuff into that. That's what amalgam is, correct?
yeah, like
Okay.
they well they don't pour it in, they like
Oh, it's not poured in? I thought it was poured in.
no.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like
Uh-huh.
so okay, it's what it is like so like how we do it is like the amalgam. I think it I don't know because I can't see because it's in a capsule, but what we do is like so
Uh-huh.
to activate the capsule we like push down on it and
Oh,
then we
okay.
put it in this thing that like shakes it for 10 seconds.
So is it liquid form?
I think it is a liquid form, but once it's done shaking, it
Uh-huh.
turns into like a solid type of.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So once that's done, we get this like it's like this, and what
Mm-hmm.
it is like, and then we put it in this thingy,
Mm-hmm.
and on this end, it's like a little. Think of it like a little like to pick up the amalgam
Yeah.
on both sides, right? So we just s- basically put it in there, and then
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then once that, then they push it down a
Uh-huh.
little thingy comes out of it, like a little cylinder thing, and then they
Oh,
just pack it into your tooth.
yeah. Huh. That's interesting. So I have a question about that. So like when people say that they need to go get like a refilling, like what does that necessarily mean? Like does that mean the amalgam like wore off or what happens there?
Refilling for amalgam.
Yeah, or I've heard that before. Like need to get their cavity refilled.
Amalgam is supposed to be like long term, like
Well, these ain't lasting long term. If I heard
huh?
those. I said no. I said the ones that I've heard about, they're not lasting long term. Is that no? It might. Maybe I'm talking about something totally different. But I don't
I
know. I've
mean,
heard people
it's
say
all
that.
there's all types of like for fillings. Like
Okay.
there's all types. That you have your fillings that are like are
Uh
temporary,
huh.
and then you have
Okay.
fillings that are like more long lasting.
Uh huh.
It's but yeah,
Yeah.
you always gotta
Gotta keep
yeah. I mean,
up with it.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, you do get a feeling.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't
I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Cause
I just know amalgam like it's just very like a long
yeah.
lasting thing.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah, I always think about because I've heard that just um that about people having they always like the sentence I hear is that I have to go get my um see, I don't even know what they're talking about. I have to go get my blank refilled, or I have to go get a refilling. And they're talking
Yeah,
about
you
teeth,
gotta
so I have no idea what they're
yeah.
talking about. But
Yeah, it's just for
that might have been that.
different cements, or whatever. It's
Uh
like
huh.
some are temporary,
Hmm.
some are Long term is just whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Continue on. What else?
That
What?
that's that was basically it. That's my after that. Came home, study for a little bit because I have another test tomorrow.
Jeez.
But this one's a written test, so not bad.
Hopefully. Yeah.
This
A
one's easy.
little
This one is about
easier.
yeah, this one's easy. So and then I was watching the show and
What show?
upload. I was that's the one I was telling you about earlier. It's about this guy where he uh like when he dies, like they upload his mind and all that into like
Oh.
yeah, into like this digital world and yeah, so
Yeah. I get you.
I just finished the whole season today.
Uh-huh. That's great. Like, there's so many shows out there that I have no clue. I have no idea about. Like,
Dude, there's a lot. I know, man. And it's like
I'm over here watching SpongeBob. And the one, I don't know.
have you
That's what the.
seen
Uh-huh.
Tiger King?
No.
No.
I've seen The Lion King.
Do you know what I'm talking about
I'm
though?
just
Tiger
kidding.
King?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tiger King
Tiger King. No, I don't.
on Netflix, everybody's been talking about like
No, I don't know.
last year with Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, that's his name?
Carol Baskin. You ever
No.
heard?
Baskin Robbins, no. I'm just kidding. No, I know I haven't. I haven't heard of that. No, I don't know. No, I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch. I barely got a TV like a month ago.
But you have Netflix, all right?
I got Netflix and Disney Plus.
And you haven't seen it on
And
Netflix? Like
no, I haven't.
recommended?
Mm-mm. No, I don't really get on Netflix no more. I can't. I could never find anything good to watch on there, so I just kind of.
I'm gonna after this, I'm gonna make you a list of stuff to watch on Netflix.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
You're missing out, man.
That and yeah. I mean, just I don't know. Like, it just not that I'm like right now. For some reason, I'm on this like binge watch of SpongeBob. I know it sounds super childish and whatever, but um, like that's what I got. I keep getting home and like I just have like just for background noise. I turn on the TV, whatever, and I mean I don't know. It just brings a sense of comfort.
Okay. Um, I understand you. I understand.
Watching so like for the first time for the first half of the video, I'm like, okay.
Um,
Anyways,
no, yeah. So, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of stuff on Netflix you gotta watch.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's how my day went. How did your day go?
Damn, my day. It was good. I woke up just like everybody else did today. Well,
Mhm.
not everybody, but I don't want to. Sorry, that's not funny. Uh, I woke up today,
Mhm.
and I ate breakfast. I ate some fruity pebbles, and after that, I sound like a kid. I don't know. I have the case of the laughs. But anyways, no, I was super exhausted today. To be honest, like by 12 o'clock, I was done. Like I got to the point where I felt like so hazed, and I just wanted to go to sleep because my stomach started turning. I just wanted like to. I don't know if you've ever been that like so tired and your head starts hurting like with a headache or a bad headache, and then you just
Mhm.
feel like you want to throw up. Um, and I felt like that earlier today, and it wasn't a good feeling at all. But I kind of just pushed through it, and eventually ended up coming home. Like finally, but no, it's just because it was a long day. But yeah, I got home and I made some food, and then yeah, and it's been just kind of hanging out. Was on the phone for a little bit, and yeah, so just kind of been chilling out here. And I was recording a song. That's what I was doing before we started our podcast today.
Mhm.
Not an original song, but just a cover, which will be coming out soon. So yeah, that's how my day went.
So
And now we're here. Yeah.
not bad, man. Not bad. You know what I was actually tired too. Like
Uh huh.
as soon as I got home, I was kind of like dead. I was just laying there on the bed. I
Yeah.
slept for like 30 minutes and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. Quickly. What's like the first thing you do when you get home?
As soon as I get home, I first I go straight to my dogs and let them outside, or put
Mm,
water for them, or make
yeah,
sure they make sure they ate, and if not, why didn't they eat?
yeah,
So that's basically that. And after that, I just probably eat and go to my room.
yeah. That makes sense. Unless you're hanging out with Brianna, then you go to Brianna's house.
Yeah, usually like yeah, like I would or I mean like
Mm-hmm.
cuz Tuesdays and Wednesdays
Yeah.
are like in campus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mondays and Thursdays are Zoom. So usually like I'm there on
Oh, I
Mondays or
see.
Thursdays.
I get you. I get you.
Um
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brianna's sister is actually in school for dental assisting as well.
Oh, really? The same school?
Nah, this is a community
Up
EPCC.
EPCC? EPCC. Okay.
She's already about to finish. She's
El
like at
Paso Community College.
I think she'll finish like in she's not about to finish. She's gonna finish like in I think August.
Mm. Is she
So
older or younger?
she's gonna turn 23.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she's like right there with, the ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
But no, but yeah, it's cool though because like I get to ask her questions like, hey,
uh,
or like when I talk to her, like we have like our dental talk.
yeah,
I
that's
know what
cool.
I know what she's saying, and
Cause
she knows what I'm saying. I'm like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
teeth
yeah.
gang.
Teeth Gang. Is that what it is? Teeth Gang.
That's what we
That's
call
funny.
ourselves.
That's awesome. But anyways, all right, guys. So we are running out of time out of our first break. I know that went
Already?
super fast, but we
What the
got a
heck?
cool next little bit that we're gonna do. Well, actually, in the break, you're gonna hear something cool that you haven't heard before. It's something we're trying new, but I hope you like it. If you don't like it, you can tell us. Let us know.
We're sorry.
We're sorry. Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to let you know that I do have my own separate YouTube channel. This one I like to post music and messages, and I just want to let you know that. We'll post the link down below. Stay tuned for the next segment. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and I hope you enjoyed that little snippet, a little bit that we threw in there. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna continue on, just asking each other questions. But Jonathan, I got a question for you, and it's something we
Hmm.
talked about pre-show. You were
Okay.
showing me some books that you were into. I kind
Oh
of want
yeah,
to
I was telling you about them. Yeah.
I want to know about that. Like, what kind?
I'm sorry. What can you say that again? Because you kind of
Okay.
you kind of lagged up. Sorry.
All right. So, what kind of books do you read?
I mean, I read a little bit of well, not everything, but I kind of have like a specific type.
Uh huh.
Um, I like. It's weird. I like books that are like weirdly funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I also like romantic. Sad type of books.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some mystery too.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some types of some books that I enjoy to read
Okay.
or that I like to read.
Yeah.
There's this
Any.
one book that I do like right now that I'm kind of reading. I mean it's not really like a book like what you think.
Uh huh.
It's more like
Like a comic book.
no, not a comic book. It's more like it's a like it has pictures, and it has hey, like a comic book, yes, like a comic book,
Uh huh.
but like every page is like different scenes, it's like not one whole story.
Yeah. What do you
And
got
it's
it? Can you show us?
yeah, I have it.
Okay.
It's called this
Ah,
Stranger Planet.
Stranger Planet. Is that an alien?
Yes, they're aliens.
A little blue guy.
Yeah, it's a little small little book.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just like these aliens trying to
Can you read us
adapt
the first page?
the very first page.
Yeah, I just want to hear it. Story time.
So this one says traditions. We did not die. Provide a sweet or face mild harassment. Okay, no, no, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. So the
Okay.
first page said traditions. We did not die, and they're celebrating. I guess like their birthday, whatever.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
And it's funny because they're like, we did not die.
Oh,
And this one is,
oh,
and this next one is like trick or treating.
Uh-huh.
And then the little alien is like, provide a sweet, no, no, provide a sweet or face mild harassment. You get it?
No, but I'm
No.
pretty sure people got it. I'm pretty sure
I
somebody got
mean,
it.
like they're like,
No. Uh-huh.
oh, you don't understand.
I don't understand it.
Shall I? Let me see. Let me try to find.
You can try another one.
Let me try another one. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure someone got it and they're laughing by themselves
Um,
right now, but it's okay.
it's just like these aliens, like they're trying to like be humans, but they don't know exactly like they don't know the
Oh,
right phrases. Like they
I
say
get it.
something.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they say it differently.
Yeah, yeah,
Like for example, like that because how usually kids are like trick or treat,
yeah.
but he's saying provide a sweet or
Oh,
face mild harassment. Like
okay. That's
if not,
funny.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
I like that. Okay,
Now it's
okay.
funny.
It's a sarcastic. It's very sarcastic, but
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, I get you. I get you.
But yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
funny.
that's so
Okay.
that's what I'm reading. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mostly like those type of books.
Uh. Yeah. Anything else you
Just
got or?
funny. I mean, like, that's the only book that I'm reading right now. But I mean, I have this other one.
Mm,
I'm not done with it. Like, I haven't finished it yet because I'm just
yeah.
trying to finish this picture book, even though it's taking me, even
It's
though it's
okay.
taking me a while.
It's okay.
Um, no, but this one's called "We Hope This Reaches You in Time."
Mm. Ooh.
And so far, I mean, it's just like telling me like these stories of these, or it's telling me a story of it's like heartbreak and no, not yeah, like just holding in pain and like anger and just emotions
Wow.
and all that type of stuff. And
It's deep.
yeah, it's really it's really gets you. I mean, like I could relate in some type of way.
Uh huh.
But it's really good. The first, I think I'm like on page. I'm on page 69, but it's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
Yes,
But
I mean
yeah.
I have like I have more.
Mm.
No, I'm lying. I don't have more, but those are like those are like some types of books
Uh huh. Did
that
you
are
read?
like I don't really it's weird. I don't really read books. It's like and in elementary,
Mm.
how we had like that what is it called? AR?
AR. Oh, I look back on it and I'm like, I love the AR stuff. I really did. It was
I
so.
didn't, honestly.
No, you didn't.
No,
I like taking an AR test. Like I love
I
it.
hated
Uh huh.
those.
Really?
I
Uh huh.
know because I remember like if we didn't get a certain score or
Yeah.
something like we weren't able to go on
Uh,
field trips or
yeah.
something.
Let's explain that real quick. So, guys, an AR test. If you don't know what it is, it's so you get so the whole class is all kind of sectioned out to your reading level. So it goes up to like I think it
Really?
it's like yeah. So everybody has a different reading level. Some people have different reading levels.
I was probably low.
Like in third grade, it's like usually in the threes. So like you're
Oh,
3.2 to a 3.5 or
I
3.5 to
remember
4.2
now.
and something like that. So anyways, what it is, guys, so it's just different reading levels. And then you would go into the library, you would find your section where you can, pick out which books
I
and
remember.
you would go and pick out your book. And then after that, you would have to take a test on the computer. So you would log in and then they would already have pre-questions that you would have to answer. And I myself, I actually enjoyed that. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's fun. You said you kind of like that.
I mean, I just like
Uh-huh.
reading. Yeah, it's weird because like I don't think I had a high level. Like I think I would get like
Oh no, me neither. Uh-huh.
and I always got jealous of the people like higher level, like
I
when the
get you.
ones reading Harry Potter and all. Like
I
really,
get you. Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
no, I mean I enjoyed reading the book, so I just didn't enjoy taking the tests
Mm.
afterward.
Okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I started thinking about that the other day. The AR test. I was thinking about the other day, and I
Really?
was like, yeah, I was. I forgot what I was thinking about or how I got there, but I do remember the AR test. And I mean, I want. Do they still do that now? Do you know anybody? I was gonna say to your brothers,
No,
but they're all grown up.
no.
Um, but I wonder if they still do that in school. If anybody knows, please let us know because I want to know. I'm curious.
I don't
Um,
know. I mean, those are cool. Like you have like your little folder, like your little AR
yeah,
log.
air to log, yeah, yeah. But it's so
Uh,
easy. It's so hard to get. it's so easy to get so far behind with that AR log. I don't know if you remember that, but like you would have to read a certain section.
Yeah,
Um,
and your mom would have to sign.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would always fake my signatures.
You would.
I would always pretend to sign
Yeah, my
as
mom
if
would just like sign it, and I wouldn't have read the book. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
bad.
but yeah, the other thing too. Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? There's about AR test, AR logs. Oh yeah, just like over the what I didn't like one thing I didn't like at all is that you would be so hyped up for Thanksgiving break, you'd be so hyped up for Christmas break, and then the teacher would give you, okay, you have to read this through this, and it would probably be like a group book that the whole class is reading. They'd be
Hmm.
like, read chapters, 14 and 15, and then we'll talk about them, when you come back, or we'll have a test. It's like, why, why?
I never did it. Like I just
Yeah,
pretended,
no,
you know.
you
And you
did.
know what?
Uh huh.
Now to think about it, like I think that's why I hated doing the tests. Because as
Uh huh.
soon as I did the test, I didn't know what the questions were because I didn't read it,
Yeah,
which is funny.
yeah. We had I remember doing the book Narnia. We were reading Narnia in class, and like I didn't read the book. I should have read the book, but I was having fun on my Christmas vacation. Sorry, I was having fun on my Christmas break, and I was yeah, I was having fun, with family and enjoying time with my sisters and whatever. And like, I don't want to read, so like, ended up watching the movie Narnia, and just try to kind of wing it like that with watching the movie and then taking the test when we got back. But
Hmm.
that failed horribly at that. That didn't work out very well. Have you ever tried something like that? Like just watch the movie and then
No, I don't think so. I think
no.
like no, I don't honestly. I don't remember the books I read,
Uh huh.
but they were always like books like this, like very small
Uh huh.
pages and
Yeah. All time favorite book. Go.
I don't know.
No. Okay,
Mm.
all time favorite kids book. There you go. Or
Oh,
series.
you know what? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this one book that I really loved reading back then.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it's called though. It's about this kid and like I think David or something.
Oh yeah, the
Something.
bald kid.
Yeah. What's his
Yeah,
name? Or what is the book called?
David. David. Something David. Like David
Yeah.
goes to school, or David goes to. Wasn't it like
Yeah.
that?
Something
Yeah.
like yeah. I liked reading
Yeah.
those.
Uh huh.
Those
Yeah. I
books. They
remember
were
those.
funny
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. That was cool books. I remember those. I remember those. Yeah.
That
Uh,
one and there was this one book too. Um, and it's like a fish book and like or it's about this fish and he has
the
like
colorful fish. The colorful fish
yeah
one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
or he has like these scales and like he would give these scales or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are
Hmm.
cool. Those are cool.
I like those books. What about you?
Yeah. The ones that I can really think about. I can't really think about kids books right now. I don't know why they're just not coming in my mind. But you remember the book with I think it wasn't a mouse, but Geronimo Stilton.
Oh man,
The that mouse detective kind of deal.
no,
Um,
kind of lost me there.
maybe we could put photos like we did
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time. We'll put photos, and I'll show you guys the books, and we'll put the wasn't it called Where's David or something like that? Hi, it had to be something
dude,
like
I
that.
haven't read that thing in ever,
Forever, huh?
man.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, but anyways, where do we jump off to with this? We got books, favorite books.
Yeah,
That's
books,
right.
books.
Yeah. I'll go. My turn. Books. Do I have any favorite books I currently right now? I think I
Yes.
showed. Well, I'm actually reading a book right now. I don't actually have it here, and I'm reading it with a partner, but it's called "How's Your Soul," and it's a
Wow.
very interesting book because it talks about. Let me just read it to you real quick.
The whole book?
Yes, the whole book. Ready?
Oh, cool.
I'm just kidding. No, I'll just kidding. I'll just summarize it. It talks about your soul. It talks about how so many times um, we forget that it's not just only our physical bodies that that we are, but we actually do have a soul. Well, actually, I believe that we have a soul inside of us, um, and that's our inner self. That's us. the body, I believe, like is like kind of secondary, and rather the soul is just who we are. So it just talks about how is your soul, and it talks about taking care of your soul and how your soul finds fulfillment. And it's just a really cool and interesting book. So far, I'm on page 17, chapter one, but it's going good so far.
Also, you just started reading
Just
this.
started it, yeah.
Oh,
And like I said, I'm reading it with a partner, and so it's really
who's your
cool.
partner?
Um, her name is Samantha, and she's probably watching this. So
Wow.
that's my partner. That's going with the book that we're reading. So
Hello, Samantha.
yeah, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so that's cool.
Uh,
So it just talks about your soul.
yeah, it talks about your soul.
But like, what do you mean? Like, does it tell you like practices stuff too?
No, no, because I'll just read this to you real quick. This is something that I really enjoyed reading. Let's see, I think it's
Yeah, read me
page.
a word.
Read you a word. Just kidding. All right. Let's see here. Right here. Can we just read you this last paragraph for the last chapter, or not the last chapter? This paragraph says, "But the but and it's based on it's based obviously on the Bible and stuff. But it says here, it
Mm.
says, but the more I read the Bible and the more I get to know Jesus, the more I realize that this life, even with all its quirks and turns and tragedies, is actually amazing. Not because circumstances are always perfect, but because our souls have found their homes in God. And I love this part. I just love this part. It says, fulfillment comes from having a healthy soul. And we'll see in a moment our souls stay healthy when they regularly return home. And that part, return home, what that means is just having that connection with God, um, and building that and maintaining that. But to jump back real quick about the fulfillment part, is that um, a lot of times, the book explains too, is that we tend to, try to find fulfillment in so many other things, in our jobs, in our, um, careers, or just things that we think that are going to totally fulfill us. Like, if I finally get this one thing, it's going to make me happy. If I finally get this or that, it'll fulfill myself. But you get to that point where you're like, I finally got this thing, but it's not fulfilling. And so, what is the true fulfillment? And the book explains that true fulfillment comes from fulfillment in your soul. Does that make any sense?
No, yeah,
Okay. So, yeah, that's what the book's about.
seems very
Uh,
interesting.
yeah. So, yeah, if we want to talk about that later. But, anyways, guys, so that is our second. That one was really quick. That is our second segment right there. But we will go to break real quick, and we got another commercial for you. But stay tuned, and we'll come back with more. Thank you. Hello and welcome. We are back for our third segment. Right? This is number three.
Yes,
This
it
is number
is.
three. Yes, it is. I hope you guys are still tuned. I hope you guys are still listening. I think you are. So hello. And
Hello.
so, anyways, hello. So yeah, so we're just gonna jump right back
Hi.
into it. Hi. We're just gonna jump right back into it, guys. Last thing I finished off with was the book. It's called "How's Your Soul," and anyways, so we just started. We're kind of just talking in the break. Yes, I know you guys don't get to hear that part, but we're just talking in the break. And I had just a few questions for Jonathan, and he wanted to share too. So, Jonathan, I just want to get your insight. Like,
Hmm.
I talk about Jesus a lot. I talk about God a lot. And I just want to give your insight. Like, what are your thoughts? What are your insight? Just let it loose.
About like just like God and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
mm,
probably should phrase that better. Yeah, like,
well,
who is God
I
to you?
mean, I'm not religious at all. Like I don't, and it's weird. I don't believe in God, but
Uh huh.
I do believe in ghosts, which is weird. You
How does
know.
that work? Uh huh.
Anyways, but not. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I'm not religious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't really brought up. You know, like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't really. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I don't believe in God or I
Uh
just
huh.
I don't know.
You
I'm
don't
still
know.
trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
just trying to figure it all out. You know, like I do
Yeah.
believe in science,
Hmm.
and but at the same time, it's just I'm trying to understand
I'm
how
trying to.
I'm trying to understand how people can like strongly believe in God, and
Mm,
it just I don't know. It just makes me wonder. It's like how do you how are you supposed to make me believe if I don't know if any of that is true? It's I mean
yeah.
it's all from a book, and how am I supposed to believe that?
Hmm.
So you know, I mean, it's just questions, you know, questions, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
100%.
and for the, you guys listening, it's me and Bruce. You know, we've had our talk and
Hmm.
discussion about stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I mean, you know where I stand, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. No,
but yeah,
you're
I mean,
100.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. I just want to touch on that. Yeah, just like questions, like those who are listening, guys, like questions are okay. Like questions are okay. I just want to get that out there. Everyone's asking the question. We're all human. We're all searching, and so we all have questions. You know, so yeah, I just want to put that out there. Questions are okay.
mhm.
Okay. What was the other question I wanted to ask you? Uh, so
So
yeah,
God, and then yeah, um,
yeah,
that's
okay.
that's my take on it.
That's
Honestly,
your take on it.
I
Uh
don't.
huh.
I mean, yeah, if you could ask me like if I believe in God, you know, and it's I know we've talked about it.
Mhm.
You know, I asked you like who created God, and
Mhm.
you know, like
Yeah. Yeah.
what created God, like because you told me like God just like that, but it just
Uh.
blows my mind, or
Yeah.
it trips me out when it's like how can God be made just like that? Like there
Uh.
hasn't there
Well,
isn't there
I,
supposed to be a creator behind?
I think what I was trying to get when we talked about that, I've always known, well, I learned, I know that. Okay, so God, um, infinite, infinite, infinite. That's all I can say is infinite because if God is infinite, that means He didn't have a start and a beginning because He is known as the beginning and the end. And so us being finite beings, meaning that we have our birth, we have our death, and I do believe that we were created by God. And so therefore, if we were created from an infinite being, how are we who are finite supposed to understand a God who is infinite? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
saying like how, but how are
So in other words, like I don't believe that our minds can fully comprehend that because
so are you saying that
uh
something are you saying that something else
created
must
God?
have yes like
No.
you don't believe in that at all?
No, no, I don't believe that at all. No,
But
I
that
just
doesn't
I
make sense though. That like how
uh
it's impossible for you know like
well, the thing is too is that if we knew if I think about if we knew everything about God, then He wouldn't be God. Does that make sense? He wouldn't be if we knew every little detail, everything about God, you know,
so you're saying
then He wouldn't necessarily be worth pursuing. He wouldn't necessarily be because then He would be just like just like I would already know. It's like
so like Santa Claus.
what
Like
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus,
Uh,
if people stop believing in Santa Claus, and um, do you know what I'm trying to say? Do you try to get like that?
no, no, not the
No,
Santa Claus part. I didn't get that.
yeah, you know how like when
Uh,
people never mind.
okay, no, no, go. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
No, I'm just saying because
Uh-huh.
are you trying to say like if people s- don't believe in, or if people were to know everything about God, then they wouldn't believe?
No,
Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that if people knew everything about God, then yes, He wouldn't be worth pursuing, or He wouldn't be worth knowing, because then we would, practically be on the same level as God.
Mm,
Sense? That's what
uh, I
that's.
don't think so. I mean,
You don't think so?
no, I mean like I don't I don't think that that's
No.
correct.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Uh
Um,
huh.
I mean, I'm just all I'm just trying to say is like
Uh-huh.
How like how can you not how don't you
I mean, you
believe
can.
that like
Uh-huh.
he was just created like that? Like that doesn't make sense, you know? Like there has to be something to make that.
I get
You
you.
get me?
I get you. Yeah, I get you. But I think there there comes to a point where you you have to, or you know we're called, um God is, viewed in the Christian, I guess, world as, um infinite. He's viewed as the beginning, the end, all knowing, all powerful, all everything from beginning to end, creator of the universe, creator of the whole earth. So the way I see it is that, how could you understand, us being only our brains that I believe were created, and us having that beginning and end, or that birth and that death, versus God being all infinite? How are we supposed to understand an infinite God when we ourselves are not infinite? I don't think our brains have. I don't know. I believe that, we really don't have that capacity to know
But
everything
why?
about God, because that's just
I
the
want
way.
to learn
You want to learn?
why is it that I
Uh-huh.
cannot I cannot understand, you know? I can't. You know what I'm trying
Uh-huh.
to say? Like why can't
So
I
like your
comprehend it?
question. So like, I mean, I'm not saying that, you don't know anything about God,
I'm just
because
questioning like
uh-huh.
who made God. That's all I'm questioning. Like
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was gonna say,
I don't believe
cause
that he was just made like
cause
that. I
okay, cause
strongly
the
believe that there has to be something.
cause let me, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, I'm just saying like there has to
Uh,
be something to create him.
I see what you're
It's
saying.
just impossible. Like it, it's just think about it, man. Think about it. Like
Uh,
how is it that he just poof, you know?
well, I don't think he just poofed.
You know, but like
uh,
no, but because you said like he's beginning, he created everything. Like he's the one that started out. But how though? Like how? Where? Like how did it get to that point where he became God?
hmm
And how is it that he's just one?
What do you mean, just one? Like,
Yeah, like how is it? How is there just one God? You know, like
oh,
wouldn't
I
it?
get you. Uh-huh.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Uh-huh.
It just doesn't make sense to me
Yeah,
how he just became God like that. Um,
I get
without
you.
something creating. There has to be a creator to the creator. Does that make sense? No.
Okay, so let me ask you. Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this question. So, is there any end then,
Is there an
or
end?
is there any beginning?
I don't know. Zayda.
Huh?
Zayda?
Yeah, you can hear that. Sparkles.
Yeah.
Sparkles. Hey.
Is he dying or is she dying?
No, she's not dying. No,
Hmm.
but
Her.
no.
Gonna
No.
pause
I
it?
guess that. No, no. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Are we gonna cut that part out? No. Keep it rolling. We're good. All right. No, I guess that's just my question. Okay, let me just clarify real quick. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you can know the character of God. You can fully know the character of God. You can know
Yes,
who
God.
God is through the Bible. And that's what I believe. That's what I believe, and that's what I've experienced, and that's what I've trusted. Not just because it's all based on mental knowledge, but because I've actually experienced it, and I've experienced it. So that's why I believe, um in Jesus. And so through Jesus, I've known the character of God. And
How?
so through the Bible, through his word, you can see his faithfulness in the different events, the different circumstances,
Like
different
how?
things that gone out. How?
Yeah, like how? How?
How? Well, you read and you understand, and somehow your soul feels that goes back to the book. So somehow your soul just feels home. That's for me. That's what I've experienced. So somehow your soul feels home, and you feel this connection to God, and that's what I felt. And so it's not really not necessarily just based on that feeling, but the actions and stuff, the faithfulness that these men in the Bible have put towards God, and saying, God, I'm going to trust you on this. God, I'm going to trust you on this. And then you wait and you trust. and then something amazing happens. And so that's kind of like I've seen that in my life and everything. So that's what I'm clarifying is that yes, you can know the character of God through His Word, um, and that's what I believe, and that's just the power I think of the Holy Spirit that connects you to God. Um, but
I respect it. Like
uh huh,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just like I said, I'm
uh
just
huh,
questioning it. It's like
yeah,
how
no, yeah, no, I get you. Uh huh.
I'm not gonna say I don't want to use the word. I'm a skeptic. But I mean I want to be. I don't know. I mean, like how you said, like how you read the Bible and you felt home, you felt the connection. I've also read the Bible that you
Mm-hmm.
sent to me, and I don't know. I didn't. I guess I didn't feel that connection. And even when I would go to church,
Mm-hmm.
because I would go to church growing up. Um, I mean, I didn't really feel anything while I was there,
Mm-hmm.
and not because it's because I mean I would always go to the Spanish
Uh huh.
version, I guess,
Yeah.
in the morning. So I didn't understand a word. I mean, I would read along on the book, on the English,
Uh
but I didn't
huh.
feel anything. Like I just like I was pretending to be religious, even though I wasn't really.
Yeah, I get you. And let me just touch on that real quick. And I'll just talk from my experience. Is that me when I first started going to when I was growing up, my mom would take us to church and everything like that. Um, for me, it all became head knowledge to me at one point, and I knew up in here everything about God. I knew God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I knew all this stuff. I knew I could memorize scripture or whatever. But it
Hmm.
didn't. It wasn't until I got it in here, I got it in my heart, where I actually said, you know what, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna put my faith in you. I believe that you are my savior. You're the one that was raised from the dead to take away my sins. You were beaten, bruised, and hung on a cross for me so that I can have eternal life. And it wasn't until I put my faith in Jesus Christ that is when it went from the head to the heart and I finally realized it. So it came for me to get to a point where I was like, okay, like I'm like I was looking for answers. I was looking for answers, I was trying to figure out what is life all about? Why am I here? What's the whole meaning of this, God? Like what is this? Like I know you mentally, but is this it? Or is there something deeper? And I think that's when Jesus became more real to me and not just a character in a book, but rather someone who is, my belief is real. And so where I'm getting to and everything, it just went from the head to the heart. And so I think that's something very important.
Hmm.
Um, because if it's just necessarily based on head knowledge, for me it wasn't enough. Um, but it wasn't until I had to take that step of faith and I had to say, all right, Jesus, I'm trusting you. And maybe that looks different for a lot of people. Maybe it looks as like you're in a tragedy and those are unfortunate circumstances that you're in where you're just calling out to God and you want answers and you need something. Or maybe it's just, searching and you're just wondering about life like I was and you find it. So I don't know. So that's just, I don't know where I was going with that, but hopefully that helped somebody or
Um,
helped
I
you
got, I
to kind
get
of
you.
understand more.
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like, wouldn't you think this whole and I don't mean to like disrespect like
No, you're
you
good.
or
You're good.
anybody, but like to me, like I kind of see it like a cult in a way, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, so you're saying like you're putting your faith in God, following His commandments, right? Like,
I'm following him,
or yeah,
following
okay, there you
Jesus.
go. Okay, but like, what about
Which
like,
in which in turn follows his commandments. Okay, go
but
ahead.
like, what about all these other people in like
Uh huh.
in cults, that believe in other things as well? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why isn't that real?
Find that real. Well,
What makes
uh,
this real and not that real? Like, I mean, they're
I'm talking.
both they're not the same, but like um they're putting their faith into something. They're strongly believing in that type of stuff.
Mhm. With that, I think the most important thing there is to not necessarily look too much into um what I'm getting at is I think the important thing to look there is the fruit. Meaning, what does that produce? What does this produce? You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says, I can show you, I can tell you about my faith all day, or let me just paraphrase, I can tell you about my faith all day, but it's worthless if it's nothing done in actions. So I think actions have a lot to do with it. So if you say, I don't know if this is the right way I'm saying this at all, but if, compare, compare and see the fruit and see the differences between the two. Um, what does one produce? What does the other produce? And then yeah, then you get deeper into it. What did they believe? Why do they believe that? And so I mean, it is just kind of searching and figuring that out.
Hmm.
But yeah, and it's a we live in a place, we live in a world where there's tens of millions of things. But I was what I was hearing today, or what was I hearing today or yesterday? Um, yeah, there's just a whole bunch of things around us, and there's a whole bunch of things calling out to us, like different religions, different, like you said, that there's cults and stuff like that. And what do you call it? Christianity, like, what's a cult to you? I just want to clarify that too.
So people that believe in certain type of things.
Okay, because a cult, I thought of like, because cult I think is short for like culture, so a type of culture you kind of adapt, but I don't think necessarily there's Christian culture. I think it's more not an adaptation. It's more of a change that happens to you than more of a um. Does that make any sense?
I mean, you could say that for anything else also.
I guess no. I mean, not necessarily because I mean, if you look at certain cults, you kind of have to um do certain stuff, do certain things to be accepted into it. Does that make any sense? I think of kind of like
Mm.
okay, there was what's his name? I know I don't want to mention serial killers on here, but
Oh, okay.
um
So I was watching this
uh-huh.
documentary about
Yeah.
it's called Heaven's Gate.
Mm.
Have you heard about that?
Is that yeah, explain it. Who's he? Who's the man?
Well, it's basically these two people, and they believe
Mhm.
that they were like higher up, so they're like aliens in a way, and
Mhm.
that what once or that the only way to get to the next level,
Mhm.
like after death, that next level would be leaving Earth.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole call where they believed in this thing,
Mhm.
and they all decided to commit mass suicide to get to the next level.
Mhm.
So it was just a whole thing talking about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like not all cults are like that. Like all of them are
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. I
But
get you.
but yeah.
I get you. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I don't have all the answers to be honest, but I can only speak
No, yeah,
what I
I
okay.
know.
Uh huh.
I'm just like, because I know you're very dedicated and devoted to that to
And I don't necessarily see it like as a cult where I'm kind of
not cold. I mean, I don't mean to say
okay. Yeah.
cold, but like like but you know what I'm trying to say to like just mm, I don't know. But I mean, what I'm just trying to say is like how you said like and I know like when I say this, I'm just gonna say cult, okay? But I don't really mean cult. But I'm just gonna say cult.
Okay.
Like I see it like I see like every religion as a cult,
Uh huh.
and one religion says, "Oh, these guys are totally wrong. You're not supposed to believe in that." Blah blah blah. So like
Mhm.
um, so when you tell me this, and it's like, well, they could say the same thing too. Whatever you're saying, they could say the exact same thing also.
Mhm. So
So I don't.
that's why I tell you look at the fruit. Just look at the fruit and compare it for yourself. See what you come up with.
I don't do. That's the thing. I don't know. Like, why? How am I supposed to believe? Why is your word? why is your say worth more than their say?
Well, that's what I mean. Look at the just look at the like look what each one produces and
I've seen, yeah, I've seen, and it's,
okay,
I
okay.
mean, it's basically like not the same, but
Uh-huh.
um, they all connect to the same thing in a way.
I get you.
I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but
No, I get you. I get
that's what
you.
I'm saying. I don't know, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, and it's like nowadays I feel like we're forced to be and you know to believe in something, and
Mhm.
I just don't know, man. I tried reading the Bible, and it's so hard for me to believe in something that I truly do not believe at all.
Mhm.
And I don't get when people say like they've had experience in this. Like I haven't seen any of that at all. And you could say like look around you, like God created this, but I don't know, man. I just think it's just evolution. That's what I
Mhm.
think. I think how you said like God created all this, but I don't know. I kind of tend to lean more towards science than
Mhm.
religion. Your dog is going ham.
I know you here.
Was she hungry, or like
I
she
don't.
just want to go outside, or
No, she's laying down. She's just trying to get comfortable on the bed.
oh, that's what she does to get comfortable.
Yeah, so she does get comfortable.
Like yeah, my dog does the same too. Like nah, she's weird. Anyways,
Uh huh.
no, yeah, so I mean, I like to, or I
Yeah.
tend to lean more towards science because it
Mhm.
seems. I mean, there's facts, I mean, there's proof
Mhm.
than the Bible.
Yeah. See,
So
I know it's kind of funny because the way I view it is like I think science proves God in a way,
how
because you look at all these things and you look at the magnificence of how our solar system's built, how the moon radiates
Big
the
Bang,
sun,
the Big Bang,
how the moon radiates the sun, how our eyeballs are so amazingly made, how and if you get deeper into it, we talked about it earlier.
evolution, man.
We talked about it earlier.
Mhm.
How does science okay, how does science explain the matter of love? Like how is that evolutionized
I
if
think
we
they did
can't
explain it.
if it's not something tangible that we can hold or we can we can
I get you.
explain with we can explain with the with the
Hmm.
mathematical thing.
I
It's just
know.
so I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm
It's
saying.
just
I don't know.
yeah.
Like
I don't know. So that's
I
the
don't
way
know.
it. I get you.
I don't know at all, man. I
Uh
don't
huh.
know what to
It's okay.
believe,
Uh huh.
and it's scary because like you said, like if you don't believe, you're not gonna go to heaven, and it's like, and it's weird to me because to me it's like a part of
But
me wants to believe.
uh-huh.
Hmm?
Let me correct. Let me just say something too. Is that I think I read something about that too the other day. Is that that's not the whole gospel story. The whole gospel story is that Jesus loves you, and He wants to give you life abundantly and joy in your heart, and He wants to walk with you, be with you, and walk for you to walk with Him, and for Him to give you the original life that He created you to have. Um, so
It's a
I
lot of
think
kids,
that's
man.
what.
It's a lot of kids he has.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids he has. So what I'm saying is that that's the first thing the verse we always turn to is John
So then I
16.
don't have to I
Uh,
don't have to believe in the Bible then.
I mean, we're talking about Jesus here. That's what I'm saying.
No, but okay, so like
uh,
I'm talking about
Jesus.
like getting into heaven.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like what I'm saying is like what I was saying was when it comes to like believing,
Hmm.
like I want to believe, but for the reason is if this is like true,
Hmm.
God and everything, um, and I would want to go to heaven.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to believe, but for that reason, because I don't want to go.
Uh,
Because if you don't believe, you don't, right? That's how is that how it works or no?
well, not necessarily based on belief, but based on not believing that God is real, but believing that you need Jesus.
And if I don't believe in that, then
Well, then in in turn, I'll just say it like this: Christianity. So we people, sinners. very very bad people, and we when Adam and Eve sinned, it went all the way down to us, and so is that our lives are now tainted with sin,
That's their
and
fault though. How's that our fault though?
because I believe that if we're in that same position, we would have probably made the same decision. And
How is he supposed to know though?
because we make bad decisions every day. I think we do. Don't or right? You've made a bad decision, right? I mean,
Today?
today or yesterday or the last week. Even when we were kids or teenagers, whatever. We make these decisions that are not good.
And God doesn't? You telling me God is perfect?
Yeah, I'm telling you, God is perfect. Yeah, God is perfect. I
So
believe that.
he doesn't make you telling me he doesn't make a mistake at all.
Yeah, no, God does. I don't believe God makes a mistake.
But aren't we supposed to be a part of it?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, so you telling me if
Yes. Let me finish. Let me finish.
okay, yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
All right. So, yeah. So where was I at? So us sinners separated
Hmm.
from God because God is perfect. God is perfect. Us sinners not perfect, but Jesus bridges that gap between God and man because Jesus came down and paid the price for our sins so that in turn we would be able to have that relationship back with God. And he bridged the gap between God and man because he came as a sinless Savior. He took the punishment, the bruising, the pain, everything, so that, first off, that was weird. See the TV turn on?
Yeah, dude. I was like,
That was weird. Um, So that was super weird. I don't even know what to say about that.
that might be a sign.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah, so Jesus bridges the gap for
Hmm.
us. That's what I believe. Um and in turn he changes our hearts when we do believe. And because now we have that, that partition is not there no more. Um so it all runs through Jesus in my opinion. It My belief it does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I want to, you know,
Uh-huh.
continue learning, and I want to
For sure.
see it on my own. I mean, I want to. Like to me, it's like seeing is believing.
Mhm.
And I know you told me it's it shouldn't be like that, but I don't know. It's hard for me to like understand how you can strongly believe in all this.
I get you. Uh-huh.
I mean, because I mean it's I mean anybody. I don't know, man.
No, I get you 100%. And
It's just confusing.
mhm.
Everything's confusing. The whole world is confusing.
Oh, it's confusing. Yeah,
Purpose. What's the purpose of this? You
exactly.
know.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
That's
there's a lot.
that's why that's why I'm like what is why are we born to die? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, is there something we're supposed to do? Is there something we're supposed to learn? I don't know, man. I don't. And when we die, what happens? You could say like, oh, we go to heaven, or
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, no, I understand your questions. I understand.
And I want to know though. It's like I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to learn.
yeah, and that's awesome.
No, but I want to learn
Oh,
like
should.
over. Like not like
Uh huh.
I just don't understand why can't we understand like beyond God's level of
Hmm.
knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I get you. I get your questions. Yeah, and if you want to, we can continue this conversation. Always.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that
But
the time
yeah,
right?
the reason I said that last part because we are out of time. um, but anyways, guys, thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun
Oh,
right now.
that's it.
That's it.
What?
We're pretty much
We did
over.
two segments in one.
We did two segments in one, so
Whoa.
that's okay. That's awesome. But anyways, all right, guys. Love you guys. Guys, check this out. So if you guys can comment, like, subscribe, we like to hear from you guys,
Hmm.
and it's really fun for us because we get to interact and we want to hear your ideas. We want to hear you guys because you're a part of this show, 100%. We want to talk to you guys. Um, and so yeah, our next episode, I believe we will be doing a live one here pretty soon. I think that will be
Yeah.
episode number 5.
Yes.
And so hopefully you guys can interact with us and talk to us, and it'll be a good, happy time.
Mhm.
But anyways, all right. Love you guys. God bless and stay safe, Jonathan. All right. It's No Name Cop. This is the No Name Podcast. See you guys soon. Bye.